Welcome to another episode of the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards. Based out of Mobile, Alabama, Ancient Omens is a band forged from loss, resilience, and relentless riffs. Founded in 2018 by Matt Logan, the project has grown into a commanding force in metal. In 2025, a new voice entered the storm of Ancient Omens. Today we're joined by America Cristal, lead vocalist of Ancient Omens. We're going to be talking about music influences, first concert experiences, and what's next as they work towards a brand new album coming in 2027. But first, America, welcome to the Metal Queens podcast.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. So you officially joined in 2025. It's been just about a year now. How did you get involved with Matt and this band?
Well, he was actually looking for a vocalist on Facebook. He was just posting things on Facebook, and I was just scrolling around, and then I saw him, asking for, "Hey, is there a vocalist around?" I was like, "I'm just gonna ask him what kind of music." And then when he said metal, I said, "Okay, right on." And then I was thinking, of course, he most likely is looking for a male vocalist. Usually, that's what people want for a metal band. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna try my luck. And I was like, well, I actually, do some covers with a local band in here that are friends of mine, and I do get on stage with them, and I do some projects with them. And I had some videos online, and I told him, hey, just go ahead and check me, just check it out, and then you let me know. And then he went online, he saw the videos, he actually liked it. He was like, oh my God, I was not expecting that because of your profile picture on Facebook. I had like a cute little uh, photo, and then he's like, I was not expecting you to be singing metal. And I actually had a cover of Within Temptation, which is one of my favorite bands.
Mm.
And then he heard it, and he's like, oh my God, you sing symphonic metal. And I was like, yes, that's actually my favorite um, thing to sing. And he's like, well, what about if I just sent you, this song that I've been, wanting to do, and then you do your version. And he had it recorded prior with the other vocalist, which she used to sing R&B. So the voices were completely different. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna go ahead and put, my input, my thing on it. And then I went ahead and recorded a little bit and screamed my lungs out. And then I sent it to him, and he's like, oh my God, please, if you want this job, it's yours. And I was like, hell yeah. So that's how we started. Yeah.
America, I want to go back a bit. I know you are from Venezuela originally. Now you live in
Yes.
Alabama. What
Yes.
role did music play in your life growing up, and how did you get into metal?
Well, my father was a musician, so definitely. My daddy was from Spain, and he used to have his band over there. He was a guitar player, and he used to just, love rock. They played rock. They did tours in Spain, France. So it was on my blood. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta, So daddy and I used to just all the time record music and just do videos and then just post them online, and that was a fun thing to do. And of course he always liked Pink Floyd, Queen, so I was brought up the Beatles. I was brought up with rock. And then eventually I started listening Epica, Nightwish, Within Temptation, and then it was like, oh, that's my thing. So I
Mm.
started just slowly going into the symphonic metal kind of thing, and just I think that because of those bands I started practicing like Simone Simon's Tarja, and it just my voice started developing more into this soprano kind of thing, and I was like, yeah, this is my comfort zone. Yes, definitely.
Did you have any formal vocal training?
No, not really. Actually, just listening to them and just practicing and practicing and practicing. It was just, I don't know, just I guess just the same thing like how I learned English. I just self-taught. So it was the same with the music. Yeah.
Did your father take you to your first concert?
I think that my father was my concerts. He was always playing for us, and he was just that role model. And every time that he would play and sing, I think that I didn't want to see anybody but him. He was just it was in my eyes. It was, God. So yeah, no, but no, the first concerts were like, since I'm from Venezuela, there were like merengue, salsa, and things like that. And it was actually more that kind of genre than rock.
Hmm.
So a lot of people that know me knows that I dance, and it's like that's such a contrast, like to have a person that really likes metal, like heavy metal, and then it's dancing salsa. So it's just like, and I was like, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was your first
Yeah.
metal show that you went to?
Um, Jesus Christ. I would think that I would probably think that Evanescence at some point came to Mobile. So that one. I love Evanescence, and yeah, she's just, Amy Lee is also great. So it's one of my inspirations.
Yeah.
So yeah, even though they're like not metal, but it's still on that kind of genre. So yeah,
Yeah, big summer tour coming up with Amy Lee and Poppy and
absolutely
Spirit Box. That's
nice,
quite a
nice.
show coming up and quite a tour this
Yes.
summer. The first single on this new album is called
Mhm.
Feral. It's been out for a bit.
Yes.
What's the story behind that track?
So the album is supposed to be the terrors of the fifth dimension. So on this album, Matt and I connect in a lot of things. We have gone through a lot of things in life: depression, anxiety, losing our family members. It was something that connect us, and when he presented this album to me and what it was about, it was like, oh my God, we're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be in a band together. We're supposed to do music together and get this songs and this meaningful songs to the people. But Feral, it's a little like a funny, it's a terror, but it was more like a comedy kind of thing. Like, so not to do the album so deep, because Acid Rain is also about depression. Then we have Battle Within, which is the next song coming in, and it's about anxiety. And then we have Smoke and Mirrors, that it's about grief. So a lot of the songs are sentimental. They're deep, in concept, and Feral was kind of breaking that a little bit. Just still a horror thing, this behemoth thing coming out from the woods and attacking you. And even though it's not the depression or the anxiety thing, it's still a monster that can, kill you, like the depression or the anxiety, PTSD. Even though it's not like a real thing, you do feel like it's something grabbing you, it's something, attacking you, it's something that paralyzes you. So it's just like in the Mokin way of kind of introducing the same concept of horrors and terrors.
America, I want to ask you about the songwriting process between you
Yeah.
and Matt here. What was it like at the beginning? How has it evolved now as more tracks are going to be released from this forthcoming
Yes.
album, which is coming out in 2027?
Yes. So when he wrote Feral, and it was adapted to the previous singer. And like I said, she was an R&B singer, so she would sing, like she would kind of like rap them. And I was like, nah, this doesn't adapt to me. So I'm going to, and I said, if you trust me, I'm just gonna, grab that song. I'm gonna modify a few things if you're okay with it. And I'm gonna kind of like slow the tempo, and I'm going to just like stretch it out, just make it more powerful. I was kind of practicing just going a little bit away from my soprano kind of voice, because if he allows me, I'm just slowly going to change into symphonic metal. But he still wants to keep it like metal. I was like, fine. I guess that I'm just gonna try to do a little fry voice. And I said, but then you're gonna sing too. He's like, I don't sing. And I was like, well, guess what? It's going to be more. Yeah, I'm Latina. So I said it's going to be a little bit more interactive because I do, again, I love Epica, and Epica has a lot of songs that she's singing, this beautiful voice,
Yeah.
soprano, well, she's mezzo. And then there's the guy, just doing his cookie voice monster. And then I said, that's what I want. And then he's like, I guess I'll start practicing. I was like, yes, I guess you will. And then I started modifying a little bit of the lyrics and a little bit of the tempo. And then I told him, you're gonna sing this, I'm gonna sing that, we're gonna try. And then and yeah, that's how it went. Now for the second song, the third song, and all the stuff, he has pretty much delegate that responsibility to me. He's like, you seem to be a pretty good writer. I was like, I know where this is going. You're gonna leave that. But honestly, he has been the one doing pretty much everything. At some point, he was left alone with all the the band members, and then he was doing pretty much guitar, bass, drums, everything, and even the lyrics. So I was like, I'm going to be part of it, and I'm gonna help you. And this is you're not alone. We're together. And I wrote, I composed Acid Rain all by myself, and I'm composing Smoke and Mirrors, that it's about grief. And since we both have like shared experience on that, it's he really trusts me with that process. I mean, so I think that it has evolved in him just delegating responsibility. I think that he's happy about that.
You said you both dealt with shared grief. Has this been
Yes.
healing to write these songs and record these songs?
It's I think it's supposed to be.
Mm,
It's a mixed feelings. Sometimes, I mean, when you're writing it, it reminds you what you have gone through.
yeah.
It just, but it definitely, at the end of the day, and it's like I tell Matthew, it's about connecting with the people and just telling them you're not alone in this feeling. You're not the only one. It feels like that, but you're not alone. I mean, we have all lost people. We have all shared that grief. We have all had that depression. And like Acid Rain starts, with like I wake up from a hollow dream, that you wake up and you're like sunk in those feelings and everything looks so unreal. And sometimes it feels like you're alone on that feeling, going through those emotions, but you're not. So I think that writing the music, it's healing because you're helping others to connect, with you. But at the same time, it's I mean it's rough. I mean sometimes, yeah, writing, you're thinking about it, you have so many things in your mind and so many things that you have to say, and at the same time you have nothing. So a lot of the times I'm like, I mean, I have so many things to say, but I cannot put it in words. I mean, the feeling is overwhelming. And that's where I trust Matthew as a composer, pretty much, the whole music part, because he also feels it. And then I feel it too. And it's a great combination. But yeah, I mean, it's healing, and it's just hard. I mean,
Mm.
it's a lot. Yeah.
America, what excites you the most about the future of this band right now?
Just in short term, eventually playing live. We have some gigs lined up. Hopefully Matthew's optimistic for summer. And I'm thinking more by the end of the year, but definitely finally getting our music there. That's, like I said, that's what we want. I mean, we just want people to connect with the music. That's what music does. I mean, it connects us. So I mean, you feel it. You just, sometimes you listen to some music and you're like, oh my God, this person gets me. And it's just, I guess that just getting to people. I'm excited about this album, even though it's a little a little sad. It's fun, but it's sad. And I'm actually excited about the next album. I'm like already like we have to move on from this. This is this is a lot. This is a lot of depression and anxiety and PTSD. It's like goodness. So I really want I want to start doing something a little more, I would think, commercial that people, it could be depressing too, love, break up, and things like that, but also things that people can connect to, but maybe a little more upbeat.
So tour dates possibly this summer or later in the year.
Yes,
And the
yes.
new album, we're looking at the beginning of 2027 right now for release.
I would think before then. Yeah, I
Okay.
would totally think before
All
then. I
right.
mean, we have a lot of songs that are like pretty much like we have two already that are there that are gonna come like one after the other because they are almost ready. So yeah, we're excited.
What is the metal scene like in the Mobile area?
Um, I think that it's from what I've seen, it's people in here they like cover songs, they like cover bands. So I'm hoping that people are open to the. There's a lot of people that like rock and like metal. You just have to truly find those places that people are more accepting to metal that seems sometimes to be like something that it's getting lost. It's like no, we need to get it back. It's like people are just going into different kind of genres nowadays, and metal is just so important. It's like no, we gotta do something about
Mhm.
it. So yeah, we'll put it out there. We'll make it happen.
What's the best thing about performing live?
Oh my God. I a couple weeks ago, I was performing live with this band, like I said, with my friends, that they're a local band. And I'm like, this is awesome. But I'm just so caught up into the emotions and the lights and the people screaming. And I'm like, what's happening? And so the songs just they just went by and I'm like, is it over? I mean, it was just so fast. It was just so people just recording and you just get pieces of it. I think that it's the whole thing. It's just it's just the people recording. It's just you giving everything at the same time you're thinking, please don't screw it up. Please don't screw it up. so so at the end, it's just people taking pictures with you, and it's just the whole thing. Like I said, I mean, it's just coming together with the music. It's that's what's great. I mean, music all by itself.
And music, they have a lot still to come. Ancient
Yes.
Omens from Mobile, Alabama. She's America Cristal, the lead vocalist, the new lead vocalist. Make sure you check out their singles Feral and Acid Rain, and another one coming and more
Mhm.
coming before the album release, either later this year or early next year. And keep your eyes open on then. Watch this band, this rising band, Ancient Omens, out of Mobile, Alabama. America Cristal,
Right.
thanks for joining me here on the Metal Queens podcast.
Thank you so much, Steve, for having me. That was such a pleasure. I mean, you have had amazing artists on your podcast. And when you sent me the invite, I was like, oh my God, I am just nothing but humbled.
Oh,
Yes.
you were great. Thank you. Thanks
My
for joining me
pleasure.
here. And thank you
Absolutely.
for watching the Metal Queens podcast and for listening to. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, write a review. I'm Steve Richards, and I will talk to you again next time.